Hey Jim Webb, how you doing? I saw your speech at the press club that you did last year, and I looked at your video about you making a statement considering your run for the president. We got a lot of challenges in our country. I'm not worried about me. 10, 15 years of my life probably be done and over with. Yeah, unfortunately, my kids, they got their moments and struggles, but they're doing okay. But I'm mostly concerned about my grandkids and my great grandkids. We got a lot of national security challenges, and if people make a bonehead move, it can get worse. We're dealing with China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, Russian bombers flying on the coast of each side of our country. It's pretty unnerving, and a lot of people in this country don't know what's going on. And I don't advocate war. But one of the things that you can do to avoid war is be an economic beacon and a role model for the rest of the world. And we've lost that. We have politicians that end up getting out of office, end up becoming lobbyists for foreign countries and for industries. We used to have a nation that had about a 27% industrial rate base for manufacturing. We're down to less than 5. And people wonder why people over the decades had to get on social programs. Heck, it drove incomes down. It drove people lower and lower in the middle class. And then you had to pay for these social programs to help these folks out. We need a balance. I'm not saying close up to the rest of the world. Man, when you make a trade deal and you have industry fleeing to some third world country or some communist country to make it on a cheap and putting our folks in a lower standard of living, what do you got? We need an adult as president. And we need an adult as president when you have the politicians on Capitol Hill, no matter what party, call them out, call them a bonehead when they're coming up with something stupid. We weakened our military. We've gone to war without paying for our military to be maintained. Now, what they're wanting to do is cut the benefits from the troops, cut the pay, cut the retirement. We're lowering the amount of troops we have because the last president, President Bush, and the Yardbirds back then, they decided to go to war and borrow the damn money. Well, look, man, if you're going to go to war, you got to pay for it. You got to raise taxes for it. You got to raise taxes to maintain our military. You got to maintain the VA for the troops that took a bullet. And just maybe, if everybody had skin in the game, they would think twice about going to war, unless it was absolutely, positively necessary. Afghanistan was the right thing to do. Iraq was a bloody failure. I don't know, man. But out of all the candidates, I come across you. And you seem like the only adult. We need laws to prevent these politicians becoming a revolving door, going into a company to be a lobbyist just to cash out just because of the position that they held. And how about these politicians, both parties, they go behind closed doors and they have these lobbyists sit down and write the damn laws and the bills because you know what? They're in on the action. And one of the ways they become millionaires is when they write these laws for the lobbyists, they know what the economic situation is going to turn around, and they're going to know what companies to invest in their money. They aren't. It's a racket. I was a Democrat. I voted for Bill Clinton twice. I was a Republican. I voted for George Bush twice. I was an independent, and I voted for Barack Obama. Now I don't trust anybody except for you. Run for president.